To you coming from Kundal. My name is Michele Hill, and I'm presenting today 13 ways that soda destroys health. Now, many people actually argue that soda is not unhealthy, and today I'm going to show you 13 ways that soda will destroy your health. And when I've completed this presentation, I'm also going to put a link on some scientific studies that have been done. You see, whether sweetened with sugar or artificial sweeteners, sodas are playing havoc with your health. The sugars and the chemicals in both regular and sugar-free colas combine to create a witch's brew of health dangers that create problems in your body from your head to your toe. Now, if they're creating havoc in your body as an adult, can you imagine what it's doing to a little child's body? So I'm going to go through and name these 13 ways, as I've said I will. Number one, obesity. A British study actually found that when a child's fat cells mature, if fructose is present, more of the cells mature into fat cells in belly fat. Are we not seeing that problem today with the obesity and the belly fat, even in little children? And researchers at Princeton University found that rats who were fed high fructose corn syrup gained 47% more weight than rats who were fed an equal number of calories, but without corn syrup. Diet drinkers aren't safe from weight gain either. A study at the University of Texas Health Science Center, San Antonio, found that people who drink soft drinks don't lose weight, they gain. And this is a proven fact. Now, I know for sure, I used to be a soda drinker myself, and I figured that I would drink sodas with no sugar. However, there was absolutely no difference between the sodas in terms of a health perspective. And the risk of obesity is even higher, they found, with people who drink the sodas and even sodas with no sugar. Amongst people who drink only diet sodas, should I say, there's even a higher risk. The second way soda destroys our health is cancer. When sodium benzoate used for mold prevention in many soft drinks is mixed with vitamin C, it creates a carcinogenic substance called benzene. I'm sure most of you have heard about these topics before because there's a lot of people presenting and there's a lot of information out there on Google. Researchers at India's Tate Memorial Hospital found a very, very significant correlation between soft drinks and an increased risk of esophageal cancer, and other studies have linked soft drinks to the risk of deadly pancreatic cancer. So if you know any adults, people, friends who are giving their children sodas, it would really be a good idea if you could please share with them what you're listening to today. Because as I said, if it's affecting adults, can you imagine how much it's affecting children? Bone fractures, phosphoric acid, which give drinks their bite, leaches the calcium from the bones. Diet sodas are just as much to blame as those sweetened with sugar. A study done at Walter Reed Medical Center found that diet sodas leached both calcium and phosphorus from the bones. Now we know that calcium is a very important mineral for your body's function, and if you're losing out on your calcium, you're going to have a lot of problems, not only with your bones, but with other issues as well, which today we're just talking about 13 ways soda destroys health. So I won't go into great detail of how the body is affected through lack of calcium or through whatever else I'm going to be discussing today. So healthy women are at risk of osteoporosis, which I'm sure most of you have heard about. Osteoporosis is often talked about, and we know that that's also due to the calcium being leached out of the bones. Yellowing teeth. People are paying fortunes, loads of money to get their teeth whitened, but then it's a vicious cycle. because what are they doing? They're drinking sodas, they're drinking caffeine, and these are the things that are actually yellowing the teeth. Phosphoric acid, in addition to leaching calcium from the bones, causes tooth enamel to erode, leaving the teeth very, very yellow, discolored. Normally, saliva is slightly alkaline, but the phosphoric acid actually lowers the pH of saliva and causes tooth enamel to corrode. And the result, of course, is yellowing teeth, rotting teeth, and discolored teeth. Cholesterol is problem number 5. A study published in Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, which I'm sure a lot of you have been or read online, or perhaps even received some magazines or newsletters, they found that people who drank 1 or more soft drinks each day were 25% more likely to develop high blood triglycerides, which is a type of a fat, pardon me, and 32% more likely to have low levels of good cholesterol. So if you have a problem with cholesterol, high cholesterol, what you need to look at as well is, are you a soda drinker? Obviously, this is not the only issue that causes high cholesterol or bad cholesterol, some people wish to say. So have a look at your intake of soda, or if you don't take sodas in, well, that's really wonderful for you. Number 6, DNA damage. British researchers also found problems with sodium benzoate. They found it may be able to switch off vital parts of DNA called mitochondria, the power station of cells. Now, we really don't want this power station to be interrupted, because this is, your cells are so important for your overall health. You will often hear that because people's cells are affected through different issues, they get cancer. You will hear so often that people have autoimmune diseases. You will hear lots and lots of different disease issues, and due to cell interruption or cell abuse, which I call drinking sodas a form of cell abuse. As you've heard, you will have a part of the DNA, which is your mitochondria, switching off, and you don't really want that to happen. The results could eventually cause cirrhosis of the liver and other degenerative diseases such as Parkinson's, to name a few. Diabetes, which is rife all over the world. As I travel to different parts of the world, and I get messages from people all over the world asking me to help them with different ailments and disease, one of the most prominent I'm seeing and hearing about is diabetes. I've just finished writing a publication on diabetes, and I'm looking very forward to getting it out there. Research at Harvard Medical School and Brighton and Women's Hospital in Boston suggests that women who drank 1 sugary drink each day doubled their risk of developing adult onset diabetes when compared with women who drank less than 1 a month. In fact, I don't even drink 1 a month. I don't even drink 1 a year. I just abstain completely from drinking soda because I know what it's going to do to my cells, my liver, and so on and so forth. And information from the Framingham Heart Study found that drinking 1 or more sodas a day, whether regular or diet, increases the risk of metabolic syndrome, a group of risk factors which increase the odds of both diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which cardiovascular disease used to be the #1 killer in the United States of America and in many other parts of the world. Now, we know that, or we're hearing that cancer is actually taking over in many parts of the world, including Australia, which is where I'm at. So we really want to pay attention to what goes into our bodies, because we don't want to suffer with diabetes or any other chronic ailment for that matter, or autoimmune disease, which is coming more and more and more popular. GERD. Studies have shown that people who drink soda suffer more from gastroesophageal reflux disease than those people who wouldn't even drink any sodas. Sodas boost acid levels and often require medication. Sodas also cause other gastrointestinal problems. Chronic high acid levels can inflame the lining of the stomach and the duodenum. Now, why would you take sodas into your system when you know you are going to have so many other ailments and you're going to need medication to counteract the soda? To me, it simply does not make any sense at all. Brain damage, number 9. More than 92 side effects are associated with aspartame. Now, most of you have heard of aspartame because, or not most of you, but a lot of you. A lot of women are refusing to take any sugar into their diet. Instead, they're taking little sugar tablets or capsules, if you wish, and they are just made up of aspartame. Aspartame is a sugar substitute used in diet sodas and in these little sugar pills, as I'm mentioning. They include brain tumors, emotional disorders, and epileptic seizures. And I see people all the time who are having many, or all of these symptoms or disorders due to what looks like an effect from the aspartame that they are utilizing in their diet because they want to abstain from sugar, which they believe is adding onto their weight. I would rather have a little bit weight on me than to have problems with my brain or emotional disorders or become epileptic for that matter. But the brains of those who drink sugared soft drinks aren't safe either. A study at Georgia State University found that a diet high in fructose actually impaired the memory of the rats. And we know that all these tests have been done, and we've seen that not only is the effect on the rats being tested, but on humans too. Number 10, very, very common, high blood pressure. Researchers at the University of Colorado found that a diet high in high fructose corn syrup increased the risk of developing high blood pressure by 87%. That is a very, very high percentage. And a recent study of volunteers who consumed 74 grams of fructose daily, the equivalent amount found in 4 soft drinks, showed that a third of them had borderline high blood pressure and 8% had hypertension, even though none had experienced blood pressure problems before. So this is very, very clear. And I believe if we're not going to be attentive, pay attention to what we've seen that is actually proved through these major universities, then I don't know what else I can share with you that's going to wake you up to how you are affecting your own health. A lot of people come to me and complain about aches and pains in kidneys and tell me they have been diagnosed with having kidney stones and ask me how to get rid of them. So kidney stones is number 11. Numerous studies have shown that drinking colas enhances the formation of kidney stones. So why wait to have kidney stones, to suffer with the kidney stones, and then need to eliminate them? One study published in the journal Epidemiology found that drinking 2 or more cola drinks each day, whether regular or diet, doubled the risk of developing chronic kidney disease. Remember, your kidneys are so important. You need to keep your kidneys nice and clean. Now, this is something that a lot of ladies call me about. They having fertility issues, which is number 12. A study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that men who drank more than a quart of cola daily had a sperm count 30% lower, which is very, very high, than those who didn't drink soda at all, putting them at risk of becoming infertile. You know, right here in Western Australia, I'm actually treating young girls of 10, 11, and 12 who are going through early onset menopause, and young gentlemen who are 15, 16, and 17 who are impotent, and then earlier, or should I say, pardon me, later, when they want to have children, are also having an issue. They are infertile. This is related more than often to the drinking of sodas. If you look around you, wherever you go in the streets, you see teenagers always have a can of soda in their hands. Now, I know that it's a very difficult subject for me because I have young children, 1 teen and 3 adults, and I know they love their sodas. And I don't blame my children for loving their sodas, because it's what I knew, brought into my own home, and grew them up drinking sodas because I did not know any better. But for you parents who have the opportunity whilst your children are still young, please keep them off the sodas, because once they know a better way, they usually keep that or come back to it. Research funded by the European Union found that 1 cola a day containing artificial sweeteners increased an expectant mom, of having a miscarriage by 38%. 38% risk of miscarrying due to drinking 1 cola a day containing artificial sweeteners. 4 or more cans a day increase the risk by as much as 78%. And I'm sure you don't want to have a miscarriage, any young mothers out there, or young girls who have not had children yet, but are hoping to in the near future, or maybe not too distant future. So start to prepare your bodies and get off the sodas. There's so much more you can drink that's more enjoyable, healthier for you. How about gout? This is the last way soda destroys your health. Researchers from the University of British Columbia in Vancouver and Harvard Medical School in Boston found that men who consumed the highest levels of fructose found in large amounts in sugar-sweetened colas more than doubled their chance of getting gout. Now, I call gout a rich man's disease because a lot of people or men who are on gout are usually eating a very, very high fat diet. And now we know through science, through proven fact, that gout is also affected through high levels of fructose that is being consumed. I always believe that the best drink for us is water. Water is one of heaven's choicest blessings. It is the beverage which I believe God provided to quench our thirsts, man and animals alike. And you know, animals are so intelligent. They don't drink anything other than water. I guarantee you, if you poured Coke into your dog's bowl, it will refuse it, because, you know, animals have an intelligence that somehow I think us humans are lacking. Even when it comes to ill health, you'll find that animals will go and lay in the sun. They will eat grass, which is chlorophyll. Human beings, they go into a dark room when they need the vitamin D, which is what animals do. They go into the sun and they will close themselves, humans, in a dark room, and they will lay in there all day with no air, no fresh air, and they will just eat whatever they can when they feel like they can eat, because they don't pay attention the way animals do to the natural way of survival. Your body was made to self-heal. It will, if you give it the chance and the opportunity. So for those of you who are still drinking sodas, my suggestion to you is, please get off the soda and start to drink more water. Water is so good for you. I have a beautiful blog that I've written on water, and I will share it after I finish talking. I will put the link, as well as the link to some scientific studies done through universities on soda. And if you have any questions, please feel free to inbox me. I love answering through inbox. I feel it's more direct, more personal, because we are all different. We all have different issues. And I believe that we are unique in every single way. So unique, bio-individuality, your problem is not the same as another person's problem. So please inbox me if you want me to answer any questions. And if you could please share this video to your friends, to your family, and to anybody on your contact list that you will be helping them. So thank you very much for listening. I look forward to hearing all your questions, and I look forward to seeing you sharing. So Michele Hill here, up in the hills of Kundal, Western Australia, at the Western Health Reform Institute. Thank you very much for listening. Have a very, very blessed day.